Assalamu alaikum, this is Dr. Hasna, who is finally a GMC licensed doctor. Thank you so much, everyone. And since I am here sitting in the UK with a very bad background, I want you all to know that I am in this success and I don't want to be alone. I want you all to get here and grab that GMC license so that you can say what I just said. And today I'm going to be teaching you just that, how to apply the GMC registration. So keep watching and let's get started. Alright guys, so you've given your PLAB 2 and if you've passed it, a huge congratulations to you. And I also want to give you good news that I applied for my GMC registration right after my PLAB 2 result. And the moment I applied it, I got my registration in just a matter of, you can say, 1 week to 7-8 days. And I had my GMC license. So Alhamdulillah, I had it in no time. So you can get it in no time. Just make sure you're gonna be working on the prerequisites before your PLAB 2 result. You start working on the things that I'm gonna tell you, all right? So the first two things that you're gonna do right after giving your PLAB 2 exam, waiting for the result, or even if you wanna do it later, that's up to you. But I wouldn't say that delay this process more, right? So what you're gonna do is number one, make an Epic account. All right, you go to ECFMG Epic, just write it on Google, go Epic account banao, or you'll probably have to pay about $130 just to make an account on the Epic portfolio. All right, you made that Epic account. I want you to at the same time from your licensing agency, the MBBS degree, wherever you got it from, their licensing agency, for us it was, for Pakistani it was like PMDC, right? So if you have like any other like Nigerian Medical Council or wherever you're from, those council, message them for your good standing certificate. So what are you going to do? The first two things you're going to do are apply for the Epic account, make the Epic account, and number two is a good standing certificate application. All right, let's go to Epic for a while. Once you've done your Epic, you've made an account, $130, you've given it. Next thing you do is verify your credentials, right? You're going to verify your credential, which is going to be your MBBS degree. That's what the General Medical Council asks for. You will have to pay another fees, which is about, I think it's about $100. And once you've paid that, you will be given an appointment to have a notary cam identification situation. That also takes its own time. That's why I'm saying get your Epic done before you get started with the GMC license. So you'll have that notary cam thing. You're going to sign it. The person's going to ask for your name, your password, and all of that. Once that's done, you get a sign. And then what you do is you send it to the GMC. I believe that the first report that you send to the GMC will be free, or even if it's not free, then it'll be like maybe maximum $50, but not more than that. You'll be done with the Epic situation in about like a week or two. And even your good standing certificate will be here by that time. And hopefully your PLAB 2 result will also be here by that time. So now what you're going to do is apply the GMC registration, for which I have my laptop out. I'm just looking at what I did. So what are they going to ask you for the GMC registration are some credentials, right? First, they'll ask you for your Epic ID. You should have your Epic ID. When you go to the Epic website, you open your account, there will be an ID on the top right corner, and you're just gonna copy paste it and write the Epic ID. Okay, that's what they'll want. Next, they'll ask you about your FY1, which is your internship details. Like which internships did you do, what time did you do, and all of that crap. You know, apni puri history later, you have to sit down, you have to tell them what you eat in a day, how, when you sleep, why you don't sleep, all of that internship details, you'll enter it, okay? Then they'll ask you your name and your basic identifications, all of that. Then they'll go and ask you about your recent professional experience. For this, what you're going to do is they're going to ask you to fill out all the periods of your life after MBBS that you were working or you were doing whatever. They will ask you to explain it. Gaps of more than 28 days will be accountable. Like they will ask you why you had that gap. It's okay. I know that when the gap part comes and you guys get a little worried, it's okay, honey. I also had gap. I got my GMC license in a week. I just told them the truth. I just told them that it's not that just because you had a gap, they'll be like, no, isko nahi deni registration. ऐसा कुछ नहीं होने वाला. मुझे भी पहले ऐसे ही लगता था. मुझे बहुत stress होता था यार इस gap वाली situation का. But alhamdulillah ऐसा कुछ नहीं हुआ. I had a gap. I took a gap between my house job, रास्ते में. When gynae overwhelmed me like crazy. This is the truth, guys. It overwhelmed me so much that I was like, honey, I need to stay home for a while now. I'm sure anybody that's done gynae rotation feels that way. And literally there is no explanation for that. But COVID was also on the peak those days. Therefore, I explained my gap that, COVID was just, the pandemic just started and, we were all fearful. So I stayed at home because at my home, there were people that are prone to get COVID. So I had to stay at home and, cover myself. And there was like this fear. However, COVID didn't go away. So I had to get back to my house job and therefore I did. So I had to explain that 40-day interval that I didn't do anything. Apart from that, then you fill, okay, then what did you do, then what do you like. House job should also be explained. From this to this month I did surgery house job, this to this month I did gynae house job, I did this, whatever you did after that, like I did demoship, I taught, so I entered all of that. All right, they'll ask you the number of hours you worked in a clinical environment. Now I'm going to tell you guys something that no one told me, but I found out with my experience, that if you've done teaching, or if you've done work that was 0 clinical hours, if you've done something else, maybe research job that didn't involve doing clinical work, you will have to fill a form called a Gen 1 form. If you've done demoship, then I can help you. You have to call your employment place. So for my case, it was a medical college. I called them and I was like, listen, I need a Gen 1 form. They asked me to ask my HOD, my boss, what are my job description, how long did I work. So we just wrote 40 hours a week. My HOD signed it off and they were like, okay, we will send it. They did the whole Gen form. I just Gen 1 form and I just gave them my details. So basically you have to talk to your employer wherever you work. Teaching doctors will have to do the Gen 1 form. This is sure you apply that. But if you had like MOship, you did like, work as a doctor, then that's good for you. You don't need to fill any form. You're done with your recent professional experience. Next comes the registration and licensing. Guys, over here, you will have to upload your PMDC certificate. If not upload, I believe you have to write down the details of when it expires and what's your name and what's your PMDC number. So I wrote my PMDC number and all of that. My licensing body is Pakistan. You just have to enter that. Then comes your supporting evidence. With supporting evidence, they'll ask you for your house job certificate, your MBBS degree. You already sent your EPIC degree to GMC. If you sent that, then you don't need to upload a degree over here. So it's the verified degree. Basically, EPIC verifies you that her degree is for real. It's not like a lame degree, okay? Supporting evidence will come the Gen 1 form. You have to fill that. And all other things that you probably have. I kind of forgot all the documentation you need. If there's anything you are confused about in the documentation, you can comment down below. Supporting evidence that you'll provide is going to be in your reach. Good standing certificate, obviously. That'll be here. You have to upload the good standing certificate over here. So you're done with the supporting evidence. Now you just go for the fitness to practice. You'll just tick declaration of fitness to practice, and then you pay. How much do you pay for GMC license? It's just £174 in November 2024. I don't know what's going to happen later, but like this is it now. And 174 is all I paid. And I submitted my GMC situation. And in not less than 1 week, but like within a 1 week, they just once gave me an email. If they need anything from you, they'll ask you. They'll just email you that give us this. So they did email me. They're like, could you just confirm from your PMDC if they've sent us the good standing certificate? They'll ask for that. So I'll be like, okay, let me confirm. And I was like, yes, it's confirmed. They've sent you an email of it. And they'll be like, okay, great, have fun. And then they'll just email you one day, welcome to the UK Medical Register. And that is the email everybody wants, guys. That is where we all want to get. So yeah, that's the only payment. There is no biometric identification, ID checks, all of that. I think that was in the past. I was very confused about that. So I'm also answering that for now. They didn't ask me for anything. I am a part of the UK Medical Register. You can totally Google me now. You will have all my personal information right in front of you. And that's how it is in the UK. They have to be very professional. I'm not telling you my GMC reference number, guys. So there you have it. That's how you apply for GMC registration. It's actually a very easy process compared to how much struggle we've been through for PLAB 1, then PLAB 2, then visa and accommodation and all of those things. I think this wasn't that difficult. What will be difficult might be finding a job. But then again, guys, once I get that job, just pray for me and then I will help you what steps you need to, get a job. But that I can only talk about when I do have a job. So yeah, thank you so much for watching my video. Subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video.